This video brought to you by Resistall.
While we're waiting here for a minute, I wanted to go ahead and tell you again a little bit more about Resistall. I know we spoke a little bit about my own personal experience with Resistall. I'll go over that in just a second. So what is Resistall? It is obviously a protection for the interior and exterior of your vehicle. We went over that a little bit with your trade-in. Speaking of your trade-in, let's be honest, it's not the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. So you remember the crushed in and ground up Doritos, M&M's, Skittles, and the dog biscuits that were ground into the carpet? Those things aren't coming out. Crayons especially, they're in there for good. The exterior, guys, I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen a matte paint job in a long time. There's no clear coat left. There's actually bird poop etches that I'm pretty sure were from back in 83, 84 when I was 9 years old. So at any rate, we want to protect this vehicle to make sure this vehicle in 10, 11 years doesn't look like that vehicle. And the way we're going to do that is with Resistall. So the paints of the 70s and 60s, man, they were great, full of lead, just like the paint in my crib that I ate, which explains a lot of the way that I am these days. But when the lead disappeared, so did the protection, and it leaves our paints and our vehicles these days, if you look at it under a microscope, looking like the Grand Canyon. Hey, Joel. At any rate, something is going to fill up these little nooks and crannies and valleys in the paint of your vehicle if we don't do something to protect the exterior. So what's going to fill it up? Well, that really is up to you. Either this guy is going to fill it up, or this guy is going to fill it up. Just kidding, that would take forever. Or Resistall is going to fill it up. Now, how does Resistall fill it up? Here's the way we do it. Resistall is going to cover all of the nooks and crannies here, fill it all up at the top, and it's going to stay there so you never have to wax this car again. Literally, never have to wax it. Obviously, you have to clean the car, but waxing, if you want to wax it. But you don't have to. And it's protected for 7 years. Unlimited miles, there's no deductible. Nothing out of your pocket should something happen to your vehicle during that 7-year period. So it's going to fill in that layer all the way up to the top, keeping you protected on the exterior. So things like weather-induced fading, loss of gloss, hard water etching, industrial fallout, bird waste, acid rain, tree sap, oxidation, insects, including those nasty love bugs, road salt, de-icing agents, doesn't matter if it's liquid, dry, no matter how they apply it, sand abrasion, accidental paint overspray. Come back to that one. Headlights dulling or fading, you won't have to worry about that. Brake dust accumulating on your alloy wheels and chrome wheels, and your chrome water spotting on the rest of the vehicle. So coming back to the accidental paint overspray, had a personal experience with this where my wife was driving behind the vehicle that was spraying the yellow lines in the middle of the road. Well, guess what? The yellow paint got all over my black Sienna. Front bumper, the front hood, and the front left quarter panel. Resistall, when I called, asked for some pictures, which I was happy to oblige and take. Sent those in. We had a young lady come out from Columbia to my driveway. For 2 hours, she detailed my car, got all of the yellow paint off of the vehicle, and then for the next hour, she was detailing the inside and outside of my vehicle for the next hour. So 3 hours spent total. The yellow paint was gone. All that was left was the original shine that was on the vehicle, just like the day I bought it. On the interior, this is where the gross stuff comes in, guys. And I've got kids. Even if I didn't have kids. Everything like food and drink stains, odor from any kind of food or mildew, mold is going to be taken care of. Oil-based stains, fading, cracking, chewing gum, inks, dyes, lipstick, makeup, crayons, urine, vomit, blood, the fun stuff. Pet stains, punctures, tears, loose seams, stitching, saddle leather, pigmented plastics. It also, little known fact, covers rental car reimbursement. It's renewable for life, and it's transferable. And there's no fees for an active duty military. So, I'm going to show you a little thing here. Two sides of this card. One side is unprotected. One side of this is a protected side. So if I take this and hold it on the unprotected side, guess what's going to happen? The ink is going to go everywhere. and it's going to go through the card, and it's going to keep going, and it's going to go through the card, and it's going to go through the paper here, and it's going to keep going through the paper until it finally runs out somewhere deep down on a page at the bottom. Next one is the protected side with the Resistall. We could be here all day, folks. It's not going anywhere. Bottom line is, for the minimum investment that you're going to spend on this vehicle for the Resistall, it's simply not even fathomable for me to not protect my investment with this. I believe in the product. I've got the product on my vehicle, and I think you should probably put it on yours as well. More than just the protection and more than the technology is the peace of mind, knowing that you don't have to worry about what happens in the car. You don't have to worry about it. How much better will you sleep at night knowing that this is protecting you as well? And just so I can show you, take this off. No stain. We're going to go ahead and put this on your car right now. What do you think?
I'll say that's the best thing you could do for your car.